Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. Today guys, we're going to be taking another look here at Luna to see what's been going on most recently with the price action and what I might expect to happen next. Now as I get into this video, if you do find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you are going to be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, links in the description down below. Fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. We do a lot more technical analysis down in Discord, so a whole host of different altcoins that you wouldn't normally necessarily see on YouTube, so why not go ahead, check it out. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Right, let's get right down into business here. What has been going on here with Luna? As you can see, we had this pullback down. Now the expectation for the C wave was to hold 92.7. We obviously lost that support level and it became resistance. Now this C wave lower actually can be extended all the way down to the bottom here, and you know, it's just short of going an impulsive level. Okay, I'm going to grab a horizontal ray so we can see that a little bit clearer, and because we also achieved a double bottom, and you can see right here. Okay, so what we have is this large ABC move down, right, and I'm going to track the micro movements on this hourly chart so you can see we have the ABC upwards, which, you know, I think actually would meet the minimum threshold for impulsive, but it doesn't matter because it was invalidated. But we'll just check it. Yeah, we went impulsive there, but it didn't last. We actually pulled all the way down here. Okay, so this basically then pulls all the way down and hits that double bottom scenario. Okay, now we can look at this in a couple of different ways. This was not technically an impulsive move, but a double corrective move, right? So I've put the C wave down here. But actually it should be at this point. And for the most part, what you would look at here is potentially creating, you know, an ABC and then, or a WXY, XZ or something to that effect. Now for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to leave it as an ABC move, and I'll just mark up this this move here as an A, B, and C. So you get the idea, right? You can see it's just corrective. There's nothing else in there. It's not impulsive down. It was impulsive up, but got invalidated, and therefore we set our low point down here. Okay, the double bottom is created. That then gives us our signal to the upside. Now, what's going on here is we're finding that there's a lot of buying activity again, just above the 92.7. However, I'm not confident that that is going to hold. I would anticipate that actually we should be pulling back down a little bit below it before we get another surge to the upside. Okay, because I am thinking that this is a couple of different options, right? We've either gone here with the C wave, then we move an A, B, and C up, and then we track down. That's a possibility. So what we mean by that is we have A, we come down, the B being exactly equal to A, and then we move up. Now, if we do that and we were to take the measurement from our A wave to a low point, and we can see that we're not impulsive up, right? So it's just an ABC with a slightly overextended C wave. So that's one possibility. Okay, the other possibility is, as I said, it's a WXY XZ double corrective move coming down here. And you know, for the most part, the stochastic RSI is looking like it needs to pull back down. It's finding support at this point here, so it could actually just trade sideways and continue to the upside. And in that scenario, what you're looking at is an A, a potential B, and then a C. And this B wave, if it's able to, could stay here depending on how quickly the momentum gets wiped out, right? So we should be open to the idea there's a couple of different things, and I don't think we're going to know 100% until we actually start to see you know, the next set of waves come in. Now, I think for neatness of everything that was going on, it's actually probably going to be safer to assume that this is an A, a B, and a C, and we don't necessarily want to buy into a position just yet. We want to see what happens next. Highly probability is that we're going to be something like this, right, coming back down. And again, if that is the case, we might end up with A, B, C up, and this would then all confirm this being A, B, and then that being C. Okay, so when we're tracking this hourly chart, sorry, we are basically, you know, going to be looking at all of the micro movements. Yet on the larger time frames, it might be very apparent as to what is actually going on. I think that that probably is the best way of articulating this. So our expectation should be a downward move on the smaller time frame. Now, if we actually take a look at this, there's going to be an area of support to be had right in here. So I'm going to quickly mark that up. I'm going to anticipate it being approximately right there, and you can see this is an area that we were consolidating on quite a bit. So I'm going to assume that that might be our A wave, a B wave finding the resistance and then dropping down a little bit lower. I would not expect to go down lower than 85.37. Okay, so that's this area down at the bottom here, this red line. I would not anticipate going down lower than that. Okay, so I'm looking for a corrective move that will probably only retrace to maybe the 618, the 702, or the 786. So right here, I've actually instinctively drawn that right there on the 702. So again, we'll probably be looking at something like that. That would actually be in on the 382 of our A wave. That effectively being the 618 of that A wave, right? So right inside this sweet spot right here, this is kind of the zone that I would probably be looking at, thinking of a retracement into, right? And effectively that is 87.28 all the way up to 88.86. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly mark that up in there, right? Slap bang in the middle would be the 702, and we obviously have the 618 slightly above and the 786 just below it. Okay, so if I was going to be entering a position, that might be the zone that I would be paying attention to. From there, we would look for a push upwards, and again, we would probably take a steer from this C wave, and we would probably first of all assume that maybe there's a 97.83 in there somewhere, and I would probably be looking at playing it to that effect personally. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot offer you financial advice, but I would anticipate something like that, right? So an ABC going down, taking us towards the $88 and I think it was 28 cent. Yeah, $87.28, all the way up to about $88.79 approximately, somewhere in that range there. That might be a good buying opportunity for me personally, but do your own research if you're going to follow. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot offer you financial advice and all of that kind of good stuff. And I'll probably ride that up, and I would probably look to get out at around this point here personally. So if I were to trade it, I'd probably be looking at about 7.5% get out, wait for a B wave drop down, and then maybe you enter it in for a little bit more swing to the upside there. Now, as we come up into the larger time frames, we can acknowledge that actually we had that completed C wave low come over here, the ABC go higher. That's actually looking like it's completed now on our 4-hourly chart. Okay, we can see that we've come in here. We've moved A, B, and C on the 4-hourly. We look for that corrective move coming down, and then we push on up. Now, if we take a look at that as ABC, we've completed that, and we should actually be now tracking a pretty good progressive move up. Again, maybe just a little bit short on that $100 threshold there. On the 8-hourly chart, and honestly, on that note, the stochastic RSI is very much overbought on this 4-hourly chart. So we are looking for corrective moves, not just on the hourly, but also on the 4-hourly. That would support such a move coming down, by the way, guys. So the 8-hourly chart is oversold, looking for progression to the upside. So we aren't looking for major corrections. We're just looking for a quick kind of pullback down, wipe out the stochastics, and then off we go again. The daily's in the ground already, so that's looking pretty good, and the weekly is good, and the monthly doesn't exist. So if we actually just stay for a moment here on the daily chart, what we've got going on here does look pretty good, right? So we have what looks like an impulsive move. This looks like a 5th wave going higher. So that looks like it is pretty good, but let me just check, because I don't think we've necessarily actually hit the right thresholds. No, not really. So there's still more room to grow here. This might actually just be the start of another impulsive move inside of there, but we definitely have a clear impulsive move upwards. So if this is, looking at it from an Elliott wave perspective on the bare minimum kind of threshold, if we were to grab hold of our high point here, the all-time high, and the low point, our current low position recently being down here, and then that would show us at about $118 longer term, and that would look something to like this, right? An A wave down, an A wave up, a B wave down, and a C wave going higher, a 1-to-1 ratio. So overall, that's actually looking pretty good long term, but do expect some volatility on those smaller time frames. So as I said, and I think this makes sense, hopefully let me know in the comments if you're not following along, but basically we should be looking to pull back, and then we should be looking progressively to move on up, and that's pretty much aligned to what's going on with pretty much most of the time frames as well. So also looking pretty good from that perspective. Guys, I'm going to leave the video there. If you have found it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you are going to be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.